Hey guys, let's start today's stream and we're gonna talk about a bunch of stories from Taylor Swift to Timothée Chalamet and Donald Trump controversial video. But let's start with Taylor. Taylor Swift never ever in her life, despite being probably the most popular singer in the world, she never performed at the Super Bowl, which is kind of natural, right? Beyonce performed, Whitney Houston performed back in the day. Why not Taylor Swift? And we have a response in this video. And if you like this stream, don't forget to share it with your friends. Push the like button, subscribe to this channel. It all helps us to grow. And I want to show you why Taylor Swift never ever headlined the Super Bowl in her life.
Taylor Swift may be one of music's biggest superstars, but the Grammy winner has yet to take on music's biggest stage. The singer has never headlined the Super Bowl halftime show. That's despite many Swifties speculating that 2026 was going to be the year. So why has the performance never come to fruition? Well, Taylor herself cleared up long-standing rumors about a potential halftime performance during an October 6th appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, explaining that while the NFL's live music entertainment strategist, Jay-Z, often hits her up to gauge her interest, lately she has one very big reason for declining, and it has to do with her fiancé, NFL star Travis Kelce.
I am in love with a guy who does that sport. The whole season, I am locked in on what that man is doing on the field.
While the performance has not been
I don't know what she just said. I mean, she's locked in, but she can still perform at Super Bowl. Maybe it's a conflict of interest, right? Where basically she doesn't want to perform if Kansas City Chiefs playing, because how can you perform like because other team kind of like rivals to her team. I get it this way, or she's just trying to say she just locked in so much, she's supporting her man so much that she cannot concentrate on the Super Bowl performance, and that's why she cannot give yes answer. But she's doing her albums, right? She's doing her tours while they're in NFL season, so didn't quite catch that.
On Taylor's wish list recently, there may have been other factors preventing her from signing on in the past. Taylor really started to take pop music by storm in 2014 with a string of hits from her 1989 album. But it's worth noting that from 2013 to 2018, the singer inked a brand deal with Coca-Cola, while its rival Pepsi resumed sponsorship of the halftime show in 2013 until Apple Music took it over in 2022. At the time, reports swirled that Tay had been approached, but
so yeah, that actually may be the key why she didn't perform from 2014 to 2022, because like sponsorship deals, they make you do that. They make you say no to some events because they pay so much money. That's why I understand. I think we're live again. Yeah, I know. When you do a live stream, sometimes things happen like this. Camera turning off and stuff like that. So let's continue on Taylor Swift. Taylor actually gonna perform in 2027 or 2028. No doubt about it. Remember this, what I just said to you. And one more video that actually made me sad. I don't understand why it happened. It's completely illogical. Not only disrespectful to all these brave men and women who serve in the army, for example. When Trump posted this crazy video about Democrats, basically they're like animals, and Obamas are monkeys. And this is crazy. Like, why would you post something like that that will create such a huge big deal for African American people? I don't understand that. It's illogical. He's his own worst enemy. Somebody take away his social networks from him. I think this way. And let's see what actually happened. Why people are so mad at Donald Trump. And I want to know, what do you think? Maybe he actually made a mistake and posted this video accidentally, like White House said.
Michelle and I tend to be pretty steady folks. We don't take ourselves too seriously. Sometimes I worry that they're rooting for me to lose.
I don't think you've ever seen anything like it.
President Donald Trump under fire from both sides of the aisle after resharing a racist meme of the Obamas on social media.
I think it makes them both look weak and foolish and desperate.
We are not going to show the video, but here's what you need to know. It's a 55-second animation that perpetuates debunked voter fraud conspiracies while depicting prominent Democrats as animals, all of them bowing to Trump, the lion. And toward the end, a centuries-old racist trope, Barack and Michelle Obama shown for 2 seconds with their faces on the bodies of apes.
That gets me down.
The video posted on Trump's Truth So...
I don't know, maybe they're trying to get our attention from Epstein files or any other reason, because if there's possible explanation, should be explanation, or Trump just being stupid, and it's like being your worst enemy. I don't understand that, especially from a political standpoint, when like in politics every mistake matters, and it's a gift. It's a gift to Democratic Party. Now they're gonna run with it for a year, and Trump's party, Republican Party, will be in shambles for, especially like in this midterms that happening just less than a year from now.
Social account late Thursday and remained there for hours until it was finally deleted midday Friday amid the backlash. The White House now blames an anonymous staffer, claiming the president never saw it, despite previously confirming he signs off on everything posted to that page. And originally, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt defended the clip, saying in a statement, "This is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King." The only problem with that explanation, critics point out The Lion King doesn't have any apes.
What am I going to do with him?
Leavitt goes on to scold the media. Please stop the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matters to the American public. But
I mean, again, like, this is crazy. Why would you do that? Anything like that? I want to know your opinion. Why Trump did it? He's getting older, and that's why he's not getting smarter. That's why he made this mistake. It wasn't unintentional. But the best thing to do in this situation is just basically apologize to all these people. You know, like, apologize. I made a mistake. I didn't see it. But he cannot do that. Unfortunately, that's his style of living, right? Donald Trump, President of the United States, never apologizes.
the backlash isn't stopping from both parties. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, a longtime Trump supporter and the only black Republican in the chamber, calling the video the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House. The NAACP sharing this reaction. Trump posting this video, especially during Black History Month, is a stark reminder of how Trump and his followers truly view people, and we'll remember that in November. The Obamas haven't responded yet.
That was never going to be the case. When they go low, we go high.
again, I think the only way out, Trump administration out of this scandal, just to apologize, say I didn't mean to, I didn't see the video, I don't know. If he did and he made this such a stupid mistake, he should just apologize, in my opinion. But again, that's the problem with Trump. He never does that. So let's move on from politics to actually more celebrity news. I always knew something going on with Timothée Chalamet because he's in every movie now. He's the most popular actor, and at first I thought that because there's a lack of young white actors and they need this niche to be filled, so they found Timothée Chalamet who can act, for sure. He's a good actor. That's why they pushing him in every movie. But apparently, he's just a privileged kid, have uncle who opened a lot of doors for Timothée Chalamet. There's a story from Daily Mail that I'm gonna share with you guys. So they say that it's a lot of nepotism in Hollywood, from Matthew McConaughey's son scoring modeling gigs to Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter landing major acting roles. Viral tweet summed up the sentiment. Hollywood is giving him special treatment. Chalamet is a Nepo boy, but a lot of people don't know that. He has an uncle in the industry who opened a lot of doors for him. That uncle is Rodman Flender, a respected actor and director whose credits include The Office, Ugly Betty, and the film Leprechaun 2, and Conan O'Brien's Best Friend Forever for decades. Fans on Reddit pointed out that Chalamet's mother, Nicole Flender, Rodman's sister, and also has deep entertainment roots, having worked as a stage actress and dancer on Broadway. Does it prove anything? I don't know. I don't think so, because still, the guy has a lot of talent. But for sure, you cannot say that he opened all the doors himself now after we know that he has uncle who was in Hollywood. And it helped a lot. Don't get me wrong, in Hollywood it's all about nepotism. If you're in props, you can easily move your, you know what props means, right? In the movies, guns that they give away and stuff that they give away to the actors. So if you're in the prop department, it's easier for your kids to get into prop department or get into movie industry. It's same like with everything. Cameraman, you can push your kids into being a cameraman too. So that's how Hollywood works. It's all about connections. Some actor told me actually, it doesn't matter how you look. Doesn't matter how you present yourself. It's all about connections in Hollywood. That's how they live. And that's how Timothée Chalamet became so popular. Not only because he's definitely talented, but also because of these connections. So next, one user wrote, my point is this dude came from money and is only here because of his family's industry connections. He would never be able to achieve his status if he came up like most of us, working two jobs while chasing the dream. Another Reddit user added, his mom was a dancer on Broadway. You don't get on Broadway without being a member of Actors Equity Association. Observant fans even noticed the resemblance between Chalamet's mom and uncle. He and his sister look so much alike. Wow. Rodman is also known for his long-standing friendship with O'Brien and for directing the candid 2011 documentary Conan O'Brien Can't Stop. He honed his acting skills at New York's High School of Performing Arts and London's Webber Douglas Academy of Dramatic Art before earning a degree from Harvard University. Nicole isn't just the mother of two successful actors. Her daughter Pauline starred in The Sex Lives of College Girls. She's also a top real estate agent with Corcoran in New York City. According to Carved, she has been selling real estate for nearly a decade after her husband, Mark Chalamet, a French journalist turned UN employee, discovered discounted courses at the New York Real Estate Institute. So I want to know, what do you think about Timothée Chalamet? Is he a talented actor or he's just a Nepo baby? I want to know your honest opinion. My take is 50-50. I think without connections you can be as successful as he is nowadays in Hollywood. I don't know what happened like 20 years ago. I have friends who are actors and they told me how it all works. And they're kind of successful, right? That's why I can share it with you. My honest opinion. I'm not jealous, nothing. But my honest opinion, if you want to be successful in Hollywood, you gotta have connections. Period. And the next story I want to share with you guys for today's live stream. By the way, if you're watching it with me, share this video with your friends for more people to watch it. And also push the like button. So, kind of weird story. Brooklyn Beckham and wife Nicola Peltz are reportedly planning to adopt a child as their feud with his parents, David and Victoria Beckham, deepens. The couple has had several conversations about raising a child that is not biologically theirs. A friend of Brooklyn and Peltz told The Sun in a report published Friday. This subject, Nicola and Brooklyn firmly online on the Insider added they both want a brood of children and for at least one to be adopted. They both know they come from a place of an unimagined privilege and therefore strongly want to give back by offering a disadvantaged baby or child the best possible life. This kind of reminds me of Angelina Jolie, who adopted a lot of kids from Africa and Asia. Pak is from Cambodia, I think, and I think her daughter Zachary is from somewhere from Africa. I don't remember the country actually, but in my opinion, okay, you're adopting this kid, you give him privileged life or her privileged life. What about other kids? Be a change you want to see in the world. So what they should do, because they have so many connections, they should involve in politics. They should help these countries from these connections. Not one kid. Maybe it's a good thing, for this kid, but all other kids in these countries are struggling. I don't know if Brooklyn and Nicola want to adopt a kid from poor country, or they want to adopt a kid from their hometown, or I don't know, like from the United States, from the UK. But I think you actually not solving the crisis by taking these kids taking these kids into custody. So also. They have talked extensively about Nicola has just dropped down to 90 lbs for her latest movie role, so having a child that is biologically hers right now seems out of the question. Okay, that's understandable. In his statement, he accused, they talking about his statement, obviously, and we know all of that. I reported on that multiple times, so I'm not gonna repeat myself, right? That's what Brooklyn said about his mom, Victoria, and his dad, David. Actually, when I said that he's a privileged kid, and sometimes, so many not privileged kids in the world, from very poor families, when one of their parents beating them. So you gotta be happy with your parents, even if they pushing too much. Maybe they're giving you too much attention. Maybe they're keep your name in the press, and it's all about Bax's brand, like he said. But sometimes you gotta forgive your parents for that, for their own weaknesses. We're not perfect, and a lot of actually my viewers didn't agree with me, and it's okay. And the last story of the day, it's actually an interesting story because I think it's might be a topic of the week, unfortunate topic. Nancy Guthrie case, and even President Trump said a few words about it. Journalists specifically asked if someone has been identified as a suspect. Trump said, yeah, could be definitive. So basically he said that they have a suspect. He further said investigators have very strong clues. He believes we could have some answers coming up fairly soon. And he made it very clear. He wasn't referring to a search, but rather to a solution to the ongoing case. A lot's taken place in the last couple of hours. A lot of things have happened with regard to that horrible situation, he concluded. His update comes less than 24 hours after it was reported that authorities were reviewing another potential ransom note related to Nancy's case. The message was shared with KOD 13 News, a local outlet in Arizona. However, the outlet didn't share any further details about the note's contents. Nancy, 84, was reported missing on Sunday after she missed church services. The Today Show co-anchor's mom was last seen on Saturday around 9:30 p.m. when she was dropped out at her home by her son-in-law Tommaso Chioni after having dinner with him and her daughter Annie Guthrie. Investigators believe Nancy was abducted in her sleep. Who would do that to 80-something-year-old woman? This is insane, sad story. At least if there's a ransom and they want money, for example, because investigators don't tell us all the details, obviously, we have a chance that Nancy might come back alive. But it's so much stress for older women to be in a situation like that. In these circumstances, I can only imagine. I'm really, really sorry for their family. I'm wishing her well, and I hope tomorrow or day after tomorrow I'll report that she came back home safe and sound. This is it for today. What do you think? Share your thoughts as obvious. As always, I'm sorry. Sorry for that little something that was going on with my camera. I don't know what happened actually. Sometimes that's what happens live. It was a pre-recorded video. Of course, never happens. But if it's live, stuff like that, all these glitches, minor glitches happen. Share what you think. Always read your comments, and see you guys in the next live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a live stream for you guys. Hopefully you will join me. Right now, more people watching it live, watching it after I stream. So recorded version of the stream, not watching it live. When will be more people watching it live, I'm gonna respond to your questions if you have any. So leave them in the comments.